Ready.
Hey, Mark.
Morning, Sam.
It's good to see you. You started this off with like a fist in the air.
It was like a Breakfast Club, John Bender thing.
You got to drop your head a little bit more.
Oh, and I got to be wearing a trench coat.
And maybe get like
one earring.
The earring thing. Yeah, that would be good. Mark, we're missionmonday.com. Unless things have changed since last week. Are we still missionmonday.com?
You know, I went to the website this week, and we're still up and rolling. So
that's interesting. How often do you go to our own website?
I'm going to say once every quarter.
Well, we hope other people go more often than that. Maybe even weekly, which is kind of our thing. But Mark, you got a mission in mind for this week.
I feel, Sam, like the website's in such good hands. I don't need to, monitor it or check on it. I just know you got it.
It's like it's my perpetual weekly mission.
Right. That's a good way to say it.
There we go. But this week's mission, what do you have in mind?
Well, since the beginning of the year, we have had a lot of new kids move in. And so one of the missions toward the beginning of the year was to introduce yourself to a new person in the building that was, in the beginning of the year, everybody's new, or a lot of people are new. And that includes shaking hands, looking people in the eyes, smiling, sharing what your name is, asking what their name is. I mean, the whole thing, not just, hey, how's it going? Or, hey, you're new, right? And then keep walking. But actually handshaking, eye contact. It's like the 4 T's, Sam. It's like the touch, teeth, time, and 2 eyes. So we've had a lot of new kids move in. And so I think a mission we need to reinstate is introducing yourself to those new people and making them feel like a part of the family at your school.
And I think it's a really good idea because frequently, it's my perception at least, that mobility gets disregarded as a factor that's impacting our education. We like to talk about poverty rates and learning gaps and all these different things, but I think a really common thing for a lot of our students to face is that mobility. I am the new kid. I am in a new spot. And this is not an easy thing for a kid. And as we get in our routines of the school year, we know who we talk to. We know who we're going to see on a daily basis. And sometimes we forget not everybody has that routine because they haven't been here that long. So taking that time and going, you know what, there are some people that are new to my world in my school community. I'm going to make sure that I introduce myself to them and make that part of your routine, make that part of their routine so they do feel part of that school community. I think it's a good idea and it's a good time to revisit it, Mark.
Well, thanks, Sam. In an elementary world, that kid will be a part of a classroom and hopefully, for most of the day. So hopefully that classroom has welcomed them in. But the school is bigger than that classroom. And so for that kid to feel welcome, not just in that small area, but in the entire school, I think is super important.
Right on. Anything else you want to throw out there for advice on this mission, or are you good?
I just really love that it incorporates the 4 T's. And if you don't know what 4 T's are, I mean, you can go read that book or go see us talk about it.
Or even have us come speak and do some professional development. We'll tell you all about it.
Right. But it incorporates those 4 T's in a very small amount of time. And that's, it's that human interaction, human bonding piece.
I dig it. All right. Other than that, our normal stuff, make sure you check out Strive because they help schools tell their stories. And man, this week you meet somebody, it's going to be a great story worth telling. And check out our buddy Josh, Team Concepts. Mark, I guess I'll see you next week.
See you next week, Sam.